Anyway, today we're gonna learn about Murphy's Law. I learned quite a lot of shit from Murphy's Law, which is, in case you don't know, whatever can go wrong will go wrong. That is Murphy's Law. There's like a show on some kid called Murphy, and everything bad happens to him. It's a cartoon, quite hilarious. Same person from Phineas and Ferb, I think. Same artist, same team from Phineas and Ferb. Cool show. Besides the point. Um, so I said I learned a couple things. One thing I definitely learned was, oh, in case you don't know, let me give you an example of if everything or whatever can go wrong will go wrong. Let's say a plane crashes into this building that I currently live in and it is on fire, and all of a sudden I have lost a limb. I am now a singularly legged person, you know. I'm a disability. I have a disability, you know. Um, and you know, a lot of shit is going wrong, you know, and especially if you lose a limb, you're gonna feel like shit, dog shit. I tell you. I thought about it. Thought about losing a limb. I would feel depressed. I wouldn't recover. And teach you some things. Number one, be grateful. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Be grateful. Number two, you can learn a lot of shit. Learn a lot of stuff from being wrong. Half of the time I'm wrong. Half of the time everybody's wrong. Half of the time I was about to say a racist, very racist thing, but I hold back. Now that would have been wrong, and I would have understood that was wrong. Hopefully, you know, I'm kind of scared that like I would just be on video and just say like a racial slur. I'm kind of scared of that, but that's besides the point again. So let's say all hell goes to shit. You are currently in a situation. Let's say everything did go wrong for you, and it has happened to you. A lot of terrible things. You have terrible upbringing, terrible current situation. You are adopted. You are an orphan. I'm just saying, like an example. Not saying all hell breaks loose if you don't have parents, but you know it is what it is. Um, but it does teach you to be a little bit more persevering, a little bit more resilient, if you know what I'm saying, a little bit more patient with other people, and being more, in general, hopefully, I wouldn't know. I have two living parents, you know. Hopefully, more caring, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Very bad topic to start on, especially with orphans. I'm not orphan. Oh, you know, I look fat as fuck. I won't lie. Fat as fuck. I used to be so skinny. Now I'm bulking. So I'm bulky. Yeah. 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 Anyway. Um. So everything will go with shit, right? It will teach you to learn. Teach you to learn as much as possible. I kind of forgot what I was saying. Give me like a minute. I thought about it again. Okay. So I'm gonna put you in a situation. You are now bitchless, much like me, but like you know, it is what it is. You don't have a girlfriend. You don't have a significant other, if you know what I'm saying. Like many of us, or hopefully many of us watching. I do not wish upon you such loneliness, but you know, it's probably what we have. Let's say you have no significant other. One guy, let's call him, yeah, let's call him a dude, and after that the second will be a guy. We got a Chad or a dude, right? This dude, he looks at the girl, thinks about the girl, you know, hey, I think she's cute, right? In his head. All of that in his head. And then, you know what he does? Much like the many of us, we don't do shit. We don't go up to her. We don't cold approach. We don't talk to her. We are not much different from where we started. In fact, we're not different from where we started at all, which is, hey, I like this lady, and end, which is, hey, I like this lady and I didn't talk to her for any sort of reason, or I didn't ask her out, or I didn't compliment her or something, all that sort of shit. And then there's this dude. No, I'm not me, but a Chad, he thinks, this girl's cute. Like, that's it. You know what I'm saying? This girl's cute. I go up to her, she rejects me. And let's say everything goes wrong. Everything goes wrong. Like, okay, now this ties back in to the Murphy's Law. Everything goes wrong. And he gets rejected. Now, where is he? He's at the same starting point and ending point as the other person, but he has learned something. Socialize. Right? Simple skills. Just go up to a person, talk to them. Not hard, not difficult. You know what I'm saying? So, the guy, he pretends that everything will go wrong, and in his head he just automatically rejects himself. Like, you ever see like a, not to be creepy, let's say Adriana Lima's walking down the street, Adriana Lima's walking down the street. You see her, you think she's real cute, she's real pretty, you know what I'm saying? You want to ask her out, but you self-reject. Now you are just in the same position. Everything can go wrong. Everything that will go wrong can go wrong. Everything that can go wrong will go wrong. Everything that will go wrong. Sorry. Let me get back a little bit. Everything that can go wrong will go wrong. That's what's up. Yeah. So let's say you are now in the same position from where you ended. You have not moved an inch. Like the guy, the Chad. At least he moves. I hope you can see this very big difference. Like that much, he moves that much from where he started. Because why? Talk to a person. You socialize. You learn something, It's not, if you're not gifted with natural charisma, which I don't think everybody is. I, for one, am debating if I am. No, I'm a fat fuck. Holy shit, I'm so fat. Anyway, enough body dysmorphia. Whoa. We'll teach you a lesson that you should learn. Or you can take everything as a lesson, right? Let's say you're gonna let's not use girls for this term. Let's just use, you're cooking food. You cook food. Or let's say you're hungry. You think about it, you say, I'm hungry, I want to cook something, and then you think, but I'm gonna destroy this food. Like, I'm gonna make it taste horrible, absolutely horrible. So you don't try, which means you're at the exact same place where you started. No progress at all whatsoever. But knowing that whatever can go wrong and will go wrong, you should try anyway. So let's say, hey, I'm hungry, and you cook yourself something. Turns out to be absolutely dog shit. And I mean absolutely dog shit. Take a bite. Now you know what it tastes like to taste dog shit. And you know that you should never cook it like this again. And at least you learned something. Like, you could do the self-reject and you get absolutely nowhere, or you could get like rejected and you get a little bit, like, we're talking, you ain't much ahead, but who knows, you might be lucky, you might be extremely lucky, and you might get this much ahead, you might get more than that, this much ahead, you might get more than that, you might get this much ahead, 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 this much. Anyway, I'm done with that. So you can learn a lot from this. Facts, for real. You can learn a lot from actually trying something despite knowing that you're gonna fail. Maybe this is for a thumbnail or something. I said be grateful, right? I did. Now let me give you lesson 2 I learned. Now this was way back. Way back. Not way back. I'm only like 17. Pause. Way back. Maybe this goes back 5, 8, years, when I was 9, when I was 10, when I was 11, when I was 12, I always thought, you know, because me being the me I am, me being the baby, the child, toddler that I was, you know what I did. I was a little bit wrong in the head. I just want to point it out there. I'll put it out there. Sorry, not point it out there. Put it out there. I want to put it out there that I was often called a crybaby, a mama's boy. Now, why was I called that? Very good reason. Because every time someone told me, hey, just imagine your parents dying, I would start crying. I would start fucking bleeding all over the floor. I wouldn't bleed, I would metaphorically bleed all over the floor. I would start crying. I would start shedding tears. Like, I might cry later. You know, who knows? I cried in the bathroom earlier, right? But that's like, it's besides the point. Besides the point. Right? And I always thought, you know, if everything, whatever that can go wrong back then, I used to think that too. Whatever can go wrong will go wrong. And the worst possible scenario for me at that time was like everybody else died and I survived. That's the worst possible scenario. But let's make it a little bit more realistic. I know not everybody will die and I survive. I'll probably die. But like, you know, it is what it is. The worst possible scenario, or one of the worst, was my parents dying. And I thought about it. You know, every time somebody told me, or you know, my sister would make fun of me, just saying that, you know, Sean, imagine your parents dying, and I'll just start crying. I'll just start bleeding. Like I would start crying right now, but I have no tears left to cry. I cried in the bathroom earlier, so thinking about this, maybe I might cry again. You know, if you're lucky, you might see. But it taught me what I can't say it like, because if I say it, I know for sure I'm gonna cry. So you know, prepare for a tearjerker. I'm gonna start. Uh, start shedding tears. You know what I'm saying? So I always thought my parents would die. Like, even now, I'm still kind of worried. Like they're in the big five, the big 50s. You know, it's crazy, absolutely crazy. They might be turning 60 soon. In give or take 7 years, 60 in 7 years. And if I am not accomplished the millionaire status that I want to have, I am going to hell. I'm going to do shits. I'm going to bomb everybody. Give me a second. I need to think again. Okay, I remembered it. I know it's a cut, but like, you know, it's a good cut. I thought about it. I am forever grateful for my parents. You know, even at like 9 years old, I kind of knew that they sacrificed the future for me. You know, I won't lie. If they were what, 40-ish at the time. Yeah, 40-ish at the time. I was about to say 30, but nah, 40. Mind you, mid 40s. My sister's dancing. Anyway, they sacrificed a lot of shit for me. You know, I'm forever grateful, which is why I really hope that for as I was about to start crying, but like, you know, it is what it is. I really hope that I can make it up to the, you know, in the next 3 years. I'm gonna make sure I have a net worth of more than 100,000 in 3 years. I guarantee it. More than 100,000. That is it guaranteed? I don't know. Certainty is not supposed to be good for you, naturally. But I've been forever grateful. You know, they sacrificed their futures, the present, the past, and I was terribly stricken down, you know, by it as a kid. You know, it's like, holy shit, bruh. It took me, how old was I? 9. It took me 7 years. 7 years to like, no, not 7, maybe like 4 years. There's still all 5 years, 4 to 5 years. There's still all this information. Like it made me like sink down. It made me think. Like I used to have 1 or 2 years. Like I took 1 or 2 years where I didn't say a lot. I didn't say a lot at all. I was constantly thinking. I was constantly thinking. I was thinking. I was thinking. I was thinking. You know, I'm not saying you have to take 1 or 2 years. You could probably do it for like 5 minutes or something. Because I was really paranoid back then. Really, really paranoid. I thought whatever could go wrong. If it does go wrong, what do I do? What would I do? Like I have no, I have no way to pay back. I have no way to do the good things I want to do for my life. You know what I'm saying? It's not much else, you know? Not much else to say. Just be grateful. Like if you guys, I'm just gonna say this. I was born in a loving family. You know, I have two parents. To all you orphans out there, I apologize if you guys hate me or something. Like, I get you. I'm fat, but like, calm down. Actually, no, don't calm down. Hate me. Hate me. Absolutely despise me. Facts. 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 I'm not crying, am I? No, I'm not. So yeah, be grateful. I am ridiculously grateful. Like, you ever had this one of those moments where you just zone out for a long period of time? That's what I have right now. Okay. End scene. End scene. This is the end scene, okay? What's that call to action? Oh, if you don't know me, I'm Sean. Like and subscribe, you know? I know I might have just pulled out a very big pity card. Also, I do not want you guys to willingly give me money. Like, as cool as that is, I don't need it. Like, I want to make this myself, you know what I'm saying? I want to do it myself, you know what I'm saying? Why am I speaking? What? Why am I speaking like this is what I'm trying to say. I have to speak more eloquently, you know, with all these words, all these gestures and fingers and... Yep, like and subscribe. Much love, Sean.